Welcome to Pop History Discussions, where we talk about history, culture, and everything in between.
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, English, giant, twerp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole! Hey, come on down and jump some of this shit. Wait, you good looking. You're hot.
Hey, welcome to the 5th episode of Pop History Discussions. I'm Jordan Nutley.
I'm Joey Castillo.
And today we're going to be talking about 90s nostalgia, basically anything that comes to mind that reminds us of our beautiful and ever-fleeting childhood.
Jordan, I think we should appreciate the fact that in about 10 years we're going to be living in the 20s.
God damn.
We're going to be living in the 20s, Jordan.
The roaring 20s.
We're going to have, legitimate Great Gatsby parties.
We're going to be eating bread sandwiches.
It's going to be
bread
the
and
rage.
ketchup sandwiches.
Rage. And then the 30s, we're going to be living
looking for work
in a cardboard box with potato sack clothing.
Oh, it's going to be sad.
And we're going to look fondly in the 90s when we had all that cool shit.
You know, I always wondered that as a kid, is that what we're going to call it? Are we going to call it the 20s again, or are we going to call it the 2020s?
Oh, we're going to have to call it
we've
the
already
20s.
had the 20s, but then we've already had the 1820s and the 1720s.
Right. So we always refer to them. I think it's when you're in the decade itself, you refer to it as the 20s, and then anything before that, it's always the 1820s. And that's where a lot of in TV shows when they have themed parties, it's the 60s parties, the 70s parties. There's always that one where it's you said 60s parties, just so
Is there an 1860s party?
Yeah, no,
people dressed as Civil War.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there are reenactments, but there's always a person saying, "Well, you didn't say which 60s, so I came as 1360." So
I came as Genghis Khan, asshole.
I came as Chaucer. So there's always that person. But yeah, I mean, it definitely will be the 20s when we're living it. But
when you hear the word 90s, what is literally the first thing that comes to your mind?
Rocco, I guess, from Rocko's Modern Life.
Voiced by Carlos Alazraqui.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he was recently in Inside Out. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend seeing it. It is probably Pixar's best movie.
Jordan does not stop talking about it.
It's so good. There's so many inside jokes and outside jokes.
But is it really better than Up, Jordan?
Oh, dude. I feel like with every Pixar movie, there's a side you have to pick. You have to choose, in WALL-E, are you the side of the people that cause the environment to get messed up, or are you the people that try to help the environment and create WALL-E robots? If you're watching Toy Story, are you on the side of the toys or are you on the side of the humans? With Inside Out, I didn't feel like there was any sides. I feel like it was just a movie about a situation that anybody can connect to.
Oh, okay. So, it wasn't so much a villain or anything like that. It was just happenings.
Just you growing up, basically. It was just the characters are all the emotions: disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, and anger. And they all just commingle and they try to create the best person that they can.
Yeah.
And they store these memories in these bust-a-move orbs, these bubbles, different colored bubbles.
Yeah.
And the core memories are the ones that make you you. And eventually they lose them, and eventually the movie has to take place, and then da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
But it's just a story about growing up and accepting change in your life.
I just think it's kind of funny how every person in this movie has their own set of emotions, their own team, or are they aware of the other teams, or is it just that do they think that they're it?
I think they think that they're it.
That's pretty badass. I like that.
Yeah, because in the scene with the mom talking to the dad, it didn't seem like they knew that there was another 5 people controlling that guy. They were mad at him.
I saw the part in the trailer where it's the dad's emotions just all have mustaches.
Yeah, and they're all yeah, and it's funny because there's a bus driver character in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but we all know bus drivers have one of the worst jobs ever.
Oh, hell yeah.
With all walks of life.
Yeah, because kids are assholes.
Kids are douches, and in this particular scene, that's all he has behind him is kids, and they're screaming in his ear, and it zooms into his head, and all the emotions are shaped like the anger. They're all different colors, but they're all angry, and they all have a mustache, and they all are just gritting their teeth at the situation that they're in. But it's a great movie. I would recommend seeing it.
All right. Check it out. Definitely check it out. But, yeah, I mean,
voice actors. That was a crazy tangent that we went on talking about Carlos Alazraqui. Thank you, sir.
He's a good guy, though. I like his work. But, yeah. It's just,
Rocco.
Rocko's Modern Life. So, basically, what I like doing is sometimes kind of revisiting on YouTube, the old TV shows and stuff. Just
like
looking
best
at
of clips.
No, I'll have like a rampant like memory where it's like there's this one scene I can't get out of my head. I'll look it up on YouTube or something, and I'll watch it and going, okay, it's exactly how I remembered it. That's hilarious. But then I'll look at it and going, wow, the animation style, like just the quality, just a bit, at the time you're like, this is so vibrant in color, but you watch it now, it's like it's kind of a little dull looking.
Yeah,
but
give an example of give an example of one of these cartoons that gave you this impression.
DuckTales.
Okay, DuckTales.
DuckTales, like there's at my elementary school, in the mornings when we'd come in, if it was raining, what they would do is they'd kind of corral us into the cafeteria, pull down a projector, and like run a few episodes of DuckTales. Now, this was really fun as a school because, everyone lost their shit. Like, oh my god, DuckTales, it's so great. But, so they run the episode, and every kid in the cafeteria would just sing along to the theme song, which is pretty funny because you get to the part where it's like, DuckTales, woo! So you just imagine like 500 kids in a cafeteria saying, woo! And we would laugh, and it would be like the funniest thing.
Just like change the words in that song, and you have a coup on your hands. Just overthrow the administration, and woo!
Exactly.
There's 500 of us and 20 of them. Woo!
We're not trapping here with you. You're trapping here with us. But so that was at the time. You're just like, this is the shit. But you look back at it and you're like, oh man, they're like, this is a little rough around the edges kind of thing. But Jordan and I were talking about like theme songs for shows we'd watch, and
you unlocked a section of my childhood that I had dust caked on.
Right, and that's like the funniest thing how it works out, where you experience the thing, you live through it, and you're like, this is such a huge part of my life, but then
you move on.
You find new stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's always, someone who remembers, like, yeah, there's that one thing, and then you tell your friend, next thing you know, it's like, oh yeah, there's this, I had Lunchables that day, there's this and that.
I went to Chuck E. Cheese that night, it was my friend's birthday.
Fucking hate that guy.
Whack-a-mole, got 100 tickets.
I hate that guy, but Chuck E. Cheese is amazing. So,
I think he's in jail now.
We were just talking about, theme songs that, we like, and
DuckTales would be one of them.
DuckTales would be one of them for me, for sure. But, I just remember, like, a lot of the Disney theme songs were, like, super, not, like, people put a lot of effort into these songs.
They're, like, orchestraic.
Yeah, and that's not to say that the theme songs nowadays are kind of, shitty or anything, but you felt that there's just a little bit more effort in them. And one of them was, let me find the DuckTales theme song. Actually, no.
Well, I think a theme song that anybody from the 90s can connect to is, all you have to do is start with the phrase, in West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
On the playground where I would spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some people outside of school when a couple of guys were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared and said, you moving with the auntie and uncle and Bella. See, I could go on forever.
Jordan, you're so good at rapping.
It's so great, and it's such a phenomenon, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that I'm surprised people still aren't talking about it. It's such a great show. It launched Will Smith's career. It launched the remnants of Alfonso Ribeira's career.
Yeah.
I was going to say Carlton Ribeiro.
That dude's super buff, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He danced with Michael Jackson. He was like 13.
There's this clip of him talking about how he met a fan after the show ended and stuff, and the fan ran into him and was like, wait, are you, like, Carlton? He's like, yeah. And the fan just, like, slaps him in the face.
Whoa.
And so the guy's like, oh, no? So he pretty much, like, takes him down.
Oh, shit.
And he's got, like, his knee on his neck, and he's like, why'd you hit me for? He's like, I got so excited, I didn't know what else to do. But
I wonder what it is about being starstruck that makes someone want to do that to someone.
I mean,
that is insane. I admire you so much, I'm gonna slap you.
No, it's just you just don't know what to do with yourself. Like, I told you that I went to go see Harold and Maude at the Hollywood Cemetery for Cinespia, and at one point, I go out to go get more snacks and supplies, and on the way out, I see freaking Aaron Paul there.
Yeah.
I'm like within 10 feet of him, and I'm just like going, go say hi to him. Go take a picture with him. Just go do something. Like, no, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. He's having a good night. His wife's there. They're just meeting their friends. You know what? Just let them go about their business. And I was just like, ultimately, I just told myself, you got a mission. You got to go get snacks and stuff. Just go do that. And I was literally, like, I could have touched his shoulder. Like, that's how close I was to him.
How tall is he?
He's actually, like...
Pretty short?
Looked like my height.
Yeah.
So, like, 5'9"-ish.
Okay.
So he looked about, like, the same.
Damn,
but I go to
crazy.
the store, and I'm
Cool.
buying the stuff, and I just start sweating. Like, a lot. Like, it wasn't, like, particularly warm that night, but I was just going, like, why am I sweating so much? I'm thinking, oh, I'm embarrassed right now. I'm embarrassed. Because I was starstruck. I'm like, holy crap, that's, like, the most famous person I've been, that close to.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just like, God damn it.
I had that similar experience. I just recently volunteered at the LA Film Fest. Awesome fucking experience. I highly recommend doing it. Just volunteer, work 2 4-hour shifts, and you'll meet crazy amounts of celebrities, especially at night. Like, my first night, I was there for 4 hours, and I met, first I met Adam Scott from Parks and Rec,
Right.
Step Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of nature. Then I met Jason Schwartzman.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny guy, but very humble dude.
Was his dog with him?
No, he didn't have a canine with him.
His French bulldog?
Kind of wish he did. Kind of wish he had a beret on or something,
Where's Wes?
I told him, dude, Rushmore is my favorite movie, and he legit seemed humbled by it. He was like, dude, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that. Then I saw William H. Macy, and I told him Boogie Nights was my favorite movie, because all these movies are my favorite movies. These are great roles and great directors and great writers. Just everything about these movies are awesome. And to be able to see them go from Hollywood mainstream and say, I'm above that right now. I want to just do something low-key, something that people will appreciate in this little low-budget indie movie.
Yeah.
And they'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of... I would imagine, with all the stress and all the stuff that you'd go through, like, with fame and making a big budget movie, because... your career is pretty much on the line about whether or not your project does well or, I mean, you could just be an actor just playing a part, and if it doesn't do well, like, you're always referenced to, like, you seem like a great guy, but you did that stinker, and, what have you done lately that's been good, kind of thing. So, it's kind of cool that you can just step aside and do something that, say, do a part in a movie where you read the script and you're just like, you know what, I really dig this, I would love to be in it. It's not a big thing, but it seems great, and I want to be a part of it.
And it's sort of like an investment on the actor's part, because they're this big name, like Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, and they'll say, I'm going to help this director, this is his first movie, and maybe 10 years down the line when he's the next James Cameron, Quentin Tarantino, he'll remember me, and I'll help him again. That's why Harvey Keitel is, like, notorious for helping first-time directors, because who knows where they'll go. They could become the next Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Just,
well,
to help each other business.
There's I guess currently the best example of that is Trevor Tomorrow.
Trevor Tomorrow.
I'm partly butchering his name. He's the guy that just directed Jurassic World.
Ugh, I kind of don't want to see that.
Really?
I'm very disappointed with what I've been hearing about it.
I really enjoyed it.
My girlfriend said it deserved an Oscar, and I'm like, the first one didn't even deserve an Oscar.
Well,
so how fucking good can this movie possibly be?
It's not like where you're watching a movie like, okay, this is a very poignant message to humanity where we gotta check ourselves and that kind of stuff. This is just a really fun, entertaining movie to watch. Because that
in with that perspective, I'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
But I'm not gonna be like, cannot wait to just set aside 2 hours to see this CGI masterpiece that's just gonna change cinema.
Oh yeah, if you're going like that, it's definitely
because that's why Jurassic Park did so well.
Yeah, well, it's also the fact that we
talked about that in the trailer. But
real life dinosaurs walking around. So. But yeah, I mean, I recommend catching up with some old 90s nostalgia because they touched a lot about that.
My favorite. We are just meandering right
but
now.
I think, but this is the purpose.
This is what the 90s was. It was chaotic. It was jumping from one thing to the next, commercial after commercial after commercial. Surge, Fruit Roll-Ups, Gushers, Power Rangers, Legos, Pokemon.
Fun fact about Power Rangers: I was actually not allowed to watch them.
Why?
my parents thought it would make me violent. They
Power
thought
Rangers, really?
they're like, if you watch Power Rangers, you're gonna want to go to school and start fighting.
And you
to-
just huddle around your schoolmates.
I mean,
and just go
so I
like
can be
the
a,
jellies,
I can be a putty,
like the putties.
just the putty people. But
my God.
or worst case scenario, I would just stack my friends together and we'd form a Megazord out of kids.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
So, yeah, Power Rangers. I just remember, like, there's just so many, like, honestly, my favorite thing about watching TV shows back then was the crossovers, which, you know, throughout the decades have always been kind of popular, where you put, you know, two cartoons together. But as a kid, you're watching and going, what? The Power Rangers are combined with the Beetleborgs? Oh my God, like, where is
man,
this?
the
How is this even
Beetleborgs.
happening? You know, it was just like, and there's one episode where,
Didn't the Beetleborgs sleep with like Frankenstein, the Mummy, and like their roommate? Didn't they live in like a haunted house or something?
the Beetleborgs?
Beetleborgs, yeah.
No, they're robotic bugs. Like, they're...
Yeah, but they were
like-
teenagers. They read like a comic book and then they transformed into the Beetleborgs.
Did they? I don't
Pretty sure they did. And they slept with like Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, and then like there was one episode where they became evil and they started chasing them around the haunted house.
Wait,
Unless my childhood was really fucked up.
are you thinking of a cartoon or like live action?
Live action.
I don't even remember that. Okay,
I'm gonna look it up.
we'll look into it. We're doing some research.
Yeah, we
We'll get
really
back to
should
you
do
on this.
research before we do these.
But
podcasts.
like another good one was too is how there was a Dexter's it was a Dexter's Lab episode where Velma from ScoobyDoo and Johnny Bravo like were in the same cartoon.
Oh, did
And-
Johnny Bravo try to hit on her?
Well, Dexter really tried to get after Velma, but ultimately he lost to John. It wasn't a full episode of Dexter's Lab, but it was a short for Cartoon Network where they kind of just put them all together. And it was Dexter tried to court Velma by doing like, you know, science stuff with her, mixing chemicals and junk. But ultimately at the end of the short, she gets picked up by her boyfriend, which is Johnny Bravo. But Johnny Bravo was actually he met the what was their like group name? The Scooby-Doo? The mystery team?
machine?
It was the Mystery Machine, but like, did they have a group name?
No, the gang. They were just the gang.
Okay, so the gang,
Scooby and the gang.
found themselves in a Johnny Bravo episode, and that's where like Johnny Bravo fell in love with Velma,
Oh, mama.
and they kind of, you know, that was a crossover, and they kind of made it like a, you know, a faux relationship in that, and eventually they kind of kept it going. So, which is with the short with Dexter in it. But, you know, as a kid, you're watching that going, like, you know, these two universes are combining, like, oh my God, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Handle it. So, it's just, you know, watching shows like that, or watching...
You know, sorry to interrupt you, but you were wrong, yeah. They did have supernatural monsters
Okay,
in their episodes. Beetleborgs. Flabber, who was a phantasm and a pipe organ.
okay,
Mums, who was a mummy.
alright,
Egyptian mummy.
alright,
Frankenbeans,
uh-huh,
who was a Frankenstein monster. Count Thangula, who was Count Dracula.
yeah.
And Golem.
So they would fight these villains.
Yeah, and they like lived with them. They were just in the neighborhood. They were tertiary characters.
Why did I think they
in
fought
this
aliens?
show.
God, it's so weird. But that kind of brings up a point where it's there's a bit of an oversaturation of TV shows that featured like transforming, you know, whether it be teenagers or people to fight evil with like, you know, power suits, you know, stuff of that nature. So you had like, there's one TV show cartoon called Mummies Alive.
Mummies alive.
It's like
Like 5 mummies, right?
there's 3 mummies.
3 mummies.
3 mummies.
Is that
Essentially,
on UPN?
it had to be on UPN. So it's essentially the guy that turned into an eagle form. One guy turned into like a bull.
Yep.
Another girl turned into like a cat, and they were just, you know, they were just mummies that would just go fight crime. And it's he was a ram actually. He was a ram.
You know what would be interesting if in these worlds like this, gargoyles, battle sharks, where the society doesn't just accept these giant anthropod monsters just running around. If there was just a time where they were like, holy shit, we have like talking turtles that are fighting crime in our city. Like, let's talk about that for a second. Fuck the Foot Clan.
Like the Mighty Ducks had a cartoon show, and they were basically duck people that came from a duck planet. They were refugees fighting a dragon monster villain who basically chased them to Earth and was still trying to kill them. And, you know, what happened was that they would transform into suits and go fight them, and it was just this, like, random thing that's like, why? Why is this thing? Oh, right, because people are just trying to capitalize on, you know, Transformer stuff. And this is actually the theme song from that show.
So like they fought crime as hockey people.
No, they were the hockey team from Anaheim. They played at the pond.
So what's the plot of this show? Like, what do they do? They practice?
No, the dragon like aliens would go try to like, you know, start some shit, and then you have the Mighty Ducks. Like their home base is the bottom of Anaheim Pond, which is now the Honda Center. So their home base is there. They would go train. They would go train, you know, practice the weapons and stuff.
And then go practice hockey.
Yeah, that was the cover.
Yeah.
Their alias was hockey players. So they play human hockey players as these duck people.
So they're using like a glamour to cover themselves.
No, they're just
human.
straight up ducks.
They're just ducks in hockey uniforms.
They were ducks. People knew they were aliens, but they're like, hey, you know what? Anaheim needs a team. You guys play hockey.
We're really desperate for a team, guys.
So their home world is actually Puck World. And it was kind of funny because, like, in their home planet, their culture was based off of hockey.
So
like, you'd
it's
have...
like a religion.
Yeah, so you have statues of them, like, holding hockey sticks and stuff. So then, when they happen to come by Earth, they're like, oh, look, they play hockey, too. What are the chances? So that was that. They had, like,
God.
They'd have, like, their base beneath it. The pond would open up, and their jet would come out.
Is there, like, a plan to take over the world with hockey?
No, not at all.
It was duck overlords?
They just wanted some peace because their planet blew up. And they're just trying to get away from this.
They're just trying to make it by.
This, dragon alien. Yeah, they're just
playing hockey.
But I also like to point out too how a glam rock that intro music was.
It was in the 90s, man.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of talked about before. Is that there's like a lot of effort like putting songs.
DuckTales.
Another one.
Yeah, Simpsons.
See, another one that I liked was
Dragon Ball Z.
The Goofy movie had a lot of good songs.
Oh yeah,
such as my personal favorite, Stand Out.
Man, it's so funky.
The production value, Jordan.
So funky. Synthesizer. You gotta sound like Prince, otherwise it's not 90s. Is that Prince?
I forget. Oh, let's see.
The people from the Midwest fucking love Prince.
The comments are like, I don't care what anyone says. I refuse to believe that this is anyone besides Michael Jackson. Yeah. This is a kids' movie, like, song in it.
You know, the beginning of that movie kind of freaked me out. It's sort of like emphasizing the awkwardness of puberty and the fact that shit's growing whether you want it to or not, shit's developing whether you want it to or not, and that makes you awkward when you're trying to talk to a girl.
Yeah, I always just get Pauly Shore making the leading pair of cheese up. That's disgusting.
But it's the whistle.
Oh, Pauly
He's an LA treasure, man. The Comedy Store. Greatest comedy store ever.
But yeah, Disney put a lot of production value into their theme songs.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the DuckTales theme song.
Oh, man.
Lasers, aeroplanes, it's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery.
Here it comes.
Or rewrite history.
Oh, shit. Woo! Yes.
Can't help it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and not all songs are kind of funky, but some of them are just like, you can totally tell.
They have a good bass line.
There's a good bass line, and you can definitely tell there's a black guy singing it. Another example I like to pull up is for Tailspin.
Nothing so far.
You at least remember.
Oh man! Yes! The monkey, the orangutan. Okay. All right. So are they just like traversing Brazil? Seems like they're just traversing South America.
From what I remember, they were just like a contractor delivery service, and their job was just to make just deliveries happen. But shenanigans ensue.
Shenanigans
ensue.
Pull up Mike, Lou, and Og.
Mike, Lou, and
That was a show about an island, a mysterious island, where a little white girl gets stuck on it after a plane crash, I believe, and then she just adapts to life on this island, being a fish out of water. Literally.
On the island, pretty island, where nobody goes. Palm tree in blue sky, fish are jumping high. It's an island where nobody knows. Ain't no burgers there, ain't no disco band. On the island where nobody goes.
Oh man, good times.
Let's see.
We're talking about a time where our biggest concern was, when are we going to get our next Kool-Aid jammer?
I just wanted to know, would this be the day that I would finally get out of dodgeball? Because I can't get out of dodgeball, Jordan. I'm like one of the best. I can't lose.
I never played it. I sucked. We played Greek dodge at our school, and that was just
Greek
prison
dodgeball?
rules.
Was it naked?
No.
Why is it Greek?
But it was very vicious, very violent. You eventually stabbed the person that was doing the best
There you go.
with the pencils.
Obviously.
Yeah, so. Et tu, Mikey?
Jesus Christ, Jordan.
It was bad.
It's intense.
Yeah.
Another song.
Voted a new person every recess.
The new leader. Another song you brought up, or TV show you brought up earlier, was Kablam.
Kablam!
And Kablam was just a mishmash, hodgepodge of a bunch of shorts put together.
It's a variety show.
One
so
of
to
them.
speak. A comic come to life. That was the way they advertised it.
One of them being
Henry and June were the hosts.
Was it Benny and June?
Henry.
No,
and June.
Benny. Yeah, because Benny and June was from. Or was it just Benny and June movie?
Maybe. I
With
just
Johnny
know
Depp.
it was Henry and June were the hosts.
What am I thinking of?
I have
Anyways.
no idea. But they had Action League Now, the action figures, Prometheus and Bob, bunch of funny shorts.
Oh, damn it. What's her name? She was, it was a girl, Susie. She was made out of paper.
That wasn't on Kablam, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget the name of it.
Yes.
Where it looked like they were cut out of magazines and
Yeah.
newspapers and shit. Yeah, really creepy stuff.
So here's the theme song from that show.
Big up the masses!
Assume the crash position. Hold
Three-eyed
on
owl.
tight.
was crashing
Take
on the
a
screen.
deep breath
Except that.
for a new kind of cartoon show.
And it has to sound ska. You see Sublime in the background. Maybe have to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah.
It's Kablam! Where cartoons and comics collide. Now to take you inside and turn the
Yes.
pages, here are your hosts, Henry and June.
So fucking weird. She's dressed like an old lady. She has like a
It's called grunge,
Robot.
Jordan. It's called grunge.
grunge.
Let's see. Actually, and this just reminded me of another TV show that I'm not sure if you remember it or not. But yeah, it actually had a cameo in the Digimon movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was like an introductory short cartoon that was like opening for it.
Mhm.
But let's see if you remember this.
Alright, let's see.
My name is Angela.
Yes, that was. Oh, that's what I was talking about. What was it called?
Angela Anaconda.
Angela Anaconda. I knew something with an A. Oh, that bitch.
Shooby-dooby-doo-wah-wah. My name is Angela.
This is like prime fodder for nightmares and creepypastas.
And now to today's story, starring me, and not starring Nanette Memoir.
Jesus Christ. This is just a show about a little girl in middle school going through day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Trying to be class president, trying to get the boy of her dreams, trying to get the seat in the cafeteria.
Alright, let's see. There's another one. Let's see if you can remember anyone in this.
Animorphs?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the lighting. It's the fucking lighting in the fog. I only like them for the covers. I
Yeah.
never read the books. The Tesseract. Oh shit, Iceman! It's like Heroes.
Oh, I just remember another one. Okay, give me a second. There's just, I mean,
It's a treasure trove.
we talked about earlier how, just a song can unlock so many of these things.
Mhm.
But here's another one
Something as simple as lighting can bring that up.
that I hope you enjoy. Okay, alright, let's see. There you go. Just some concepts that came out back in the 90s.
I'm Eddie McDowd. I'm a
Oh,
and
the
I talk.
100 Good Deeds of
Yeah.
Eddie McDowd. Man.
A bad kid.
Only got through like 30.
Eddie, you have failed as a human.
He got turned into a
So the
dog.
concept is this miscreant, this kid, just a, douchebag, gets...
And the only person who can hear me talk is the last person I picked on. Now I'm living
Oh, I would just love to be in the pitch meetings.
but they treat me
Just
like
to
a
hear them
dog.
say, okay, this is a story about a guy, kind of a dick, gets turned into a dog by the devil, and then he has to do 100 good deeds as a dog.
You know, when you think about it, this is like a precursor to My Name is Earl.
My name is Rex.
Boy.
Like, what can he do as a dog that counts as a good deed, not shit on the sidewalk?
Oh no.
Come on. My cousin Skeeter.
Wow.
That was early 2000s though,
yeah,
right?
that was, but that's another one. Oh, damn it.
Recess.
Recess.
Recess was a double-edged sword for me. It was a school that I always wanted to go to, but I was terrified to go
Well,
to.
it's scary when you think
It's
about it.
chaotic.
Because there's a pecking order.
There's the hierarchy. It's like MASH. TJ,
Mike-
Gus, Mikey,
Gretchen, Wiener,
Gretchen,
and Spinelli.
Spinelli,
Ashley Spinelli.
Mikey. Did I say Mikey already?
You did.
Said Mikey.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He counts for two people. Vince.
Yeah.
Randall.
Favorite episode had to be where they find out Gus's backstory about his old school.
Oh, he was like a dodgeball king at it.
He was El Diablo. So he's basically, they kind of played up the whole Clint Eastwood
Oh my god.
vibe.
Dude, my wife and kids did that. They have a genius character on their show, Franklin, and he is a foosball champion, El Fuse.
Jesus. You mean to tell me, Jordan, you don't recognize Bobby's World?
No,
Jordan.
you're on your own with this one, dude.
Jordan.
No,
Oh, God.
none of this is clicking with me. This is some shining shit. I don't like this. This kid seems like trouble.
There he was.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. Is he like a engineer or something? Does he make his own gadgets and shit? Or is he just tripping?
From what I remember, he just uses imagination a lot.
So he's just a kid that's in his own little world.
Yeah. Bobby's World.
Bobby's world.
Yeah. See
None of this seems familiar to me, son.
Do you see what they did there, Jordan?
I did.
His mom was from Wisconsin.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name? Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'll watch it just because Howie Mandel's on it. That does not click with me, man.
He's the dad.
Wow.
That's it.
So that was your childhood, huh?
Oh, yeah. As was this.
We talked about this before.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo always a classic.
Check the facts.
Man, I'm pretty. Fuck yeah, man. Classic.
Oh, okay. Here's another song that I just thought up, only because it reminds me. Because I'm trying to think of like other like live action songs.
What was that dinosaur show?
The dinosaurs.
Was it called The Dinosaurs?
Yeah,
The
but
Disney show, right?
Here's another one though.
Oh shit! Martin! Oh, Martin! This motherfucker's crazy. I didn't know he started dressing like a woman that early. That's shocking. That is literally shocking. I heard Martin Lawrence is an asshole to work with.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's only what I've heard. God, where are all these people now?
Well, dead along with UPN.
Oh man, this show. Every person I meet now that's named Martin. I say that to them.
Well, they've already got their own theme song, Jordan.
That is so awesome.
Jesus. Hang on. Here's another one that I would be very happy if I walked into school one day and saw this ready to go on the TV.
Wishbone! Oh, I used to read his books all the time.
Such big imagination on such a little bud.
Oh, that was my first grade, dude. That was 1997, bro. I was 6. That is beauty. Okay, I got one for you. All right, see if you can recall this one.
Okay. Goosebumps? Are you afraid of the dark?
These people listening are losing their shit right now. It's like 10 tiers above Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. HBO. Based off a comic.
I didn't have HBO back then. Was it the Crypt Keeper?
What was it called?
I don't know.
Tales from the Crypt. But you're close. Yeah, the Crypt Keeper was the host. This was a show that terrified me way more than the Twilight Zone. You're just entering, getting deeper and deeper into a haunted house. Just getting scared, paranoid. It's just so spooky.
I'm just thinking about like how much of like a pancake was when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
Like I couldn't go watch movies because I was too afraid of them. Like I couldn't go watch The Mummy because it scared the shit out of me. Like the concept. I couldn't like. There's that one scene in Jumanji where the bats come out of the chimney. Could not watch that because it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because like
that's a dark movie though.
Let's see. Here's another one. I just like it because of the fact that it's such a big factor. I'm talking about Bill Nye. Bill Nye
the science guy.
But there's the part where it's like, Bill, Bill, Bill.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's literally just right on your face. It's like just, repeating it. Especially when you got kids like remembering it or, or grown-ups now.
Yeah.
Let's say you didn't grow up with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Let's say that all of a sudden this song comes up and you're just like, what's up with this song? And then you just have a bunch of people just screaming, Bill, 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 Bill. Just like, why? What's going on? I don't understand.
Was this guy the president or something?
Exactly.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
It's like, what the hell was that?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I'm gonna push it to
Science.
Wow.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
So this whole time we haven't known that inertia is the property of matter.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's catchy as shit. I was telling Jordan earlier that, you know, how I heard about like this one story about this kid who goes into a classroom where he's a foreigner, and they start playing the Bill Nye video, and all the kids start losing their shit and start going, Bill, 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 and the kid's just like, what the fuck?
He's a dictator.
He doesn't know what's going on, because like
I would be so confused.
yeah, exactly, just the whole confusion of like, why is everyone saying Bill repeatedly and very aggressively?
Viva la Bill Nye Revolution.
I'd be like, is this the Pledge of Allegiance?
It's the United States of Bill.
He's an American icon.
Well, you could be the goddamn vice president if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. I don't know. What shows did you grow up with in the 90s?
Dragon Ball,
Dragon Ball.
Pokemon.
And Bubbas Ponca.
I never saw that.
You never watched Bubbas Ponca?
Not really.
SpongeBob SquarePants?
I saw it, but like when I moved here.
Ah.
But it was like every now and then. I have to realize how funny it is, but never too much. But show wise, Mexico got it like a filter down.
Everything?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Like, did you ever get like, well, you guys have gotten like American shows, but just in Spanish, right? Obviously.
They're like
SpongeBob.
way
Yeah.
raunchier, right?
No, like about American shows that were
sure.
dubbed.
I don't think those got any raunchier. We got like uncensored like Japanese fucking movies and shit.
Oh yeah,
so that was pretty awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Boobage.
Yeah, you catch a lot of those every now and then. But I used to love the Power Rangers.
Let's see.
It's awesome. What was that? Cockroach car? Or like an insect car or motorcycle?
Yeah.
Beetleborgs?
No.
That guy was awesome.
Not Beetleborgs. I could never find the name of it. But there's this one guy who turns into a bug.
Yeah.
Who's
and
got
he
a
has
Ferrari
motorcycle. Yeah.
and a motorcycle,
It
and
was
they transform into bugs or
What?
robots. Yeah, it's
It
like
was
it's really
awesome.
weird.
The flea?
I went as him as Halloween one
With
year.
the tick?
What?
No. But I honestly I cannot. I've looked for him online. I can't find any proof of his existence.
Oh, I found them once because I was like, did I just imagine
Yeah,
this?
exactly.
What the
Just-
hell is this that
Yeah,
you guys are talking about?
we'll pull it up.
Man.
We'll
It was
pull
one
it
of
up.
those shows
Jesus.
like late 90s, probably. I think it was lasted like 1-2 seasons.
All right, let's talk about something else. While we look for that,
I guess we could talk about like the hidden adult stuff in shows that we used to watch.
we could.
Like Disney did that a lot in movies. Like they hid like sex in the stars of Lion King. Good
yes.
children, take your clothes off.
Well, they've kind of debunked that, so it's just SFX. I've only known this because I went to school with a girl whose dad worked for that specifically,
Oh, really?
and she's like, "No, trust me, it just says SFX." But there's
What's
like
the purpose
but
of that?
SFX?
They're-
Special effects?
no, the sound
In an
effects.
animated movie?
The sound effects guys, they just left the signature there.
Mm.
But there's other stuff too, like the whole phallus in the Little
Oh,
Mermaid
yeah, I have
phallus
the-
stuff.
The
Right.
VHS
So
copy of that.
there's plenty of other stuff that's happening. That kind of thing.
Pornography in the back of The Adventurers.
And it's
It's
just
called Masked Rider.
Masked Rider.
Yep.
Yes. I went
You
to
have any
say
other
It's like
images?
an American version of a
Try to pull up
Japanese
another
show.
image. Insects seem to be the rage in the 90s.
Yeah,
A lot of bugs.
what was Y2K,
A
Jordan?
lot of bugs. They thought they were going to take over the world?
Yeah,
I thought that was computers.
we're gonna nuke ourselves and the cockroaches would take over.
They thought the Terminator was going to take over the world.
Yes.
Show me. Nope.
I remember
none
that.
Of that. None of that
It was
resonates.
so
Let me
cool.
find the car.
God, I wanted this car so
I had
bad.
his motorcycle. It was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, so
Like,
just
as a
it
toy.
turns into a praying mantis.
That totally looks like it's marketed as a toy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
It's
was.
intense. What was I gonna say?
Bright colors and a lot of angles.
Jesus.
Man.
With this?
I do not.
What the hell is that? It's
It
like
was
a
a
duck,
sidekick.
No, I don't remember
a
that at
duck
all.
bear thing.
Duck bear thing.
Big gorilla wolf motherfucker.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
What was
So bad.
someone want to bring up? What was like a crush you guys had in the 90s?
Crush.
Yeah.
Even Steven's sister.
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
I'm trying to pull up her name.
Chris-
really, Melissa
Christy-
Joan Hart?
Christy Carlson Romano.
Was that her name?
Yeah.
Oh man, she was a fucking babe.
So Ren Stevens.
Charmed. The chicks from Charmed.
I never watched Charmed.
Oh yeah, dude. Charmed was pretty good. The Spice Girls, I guess.
Bills.
I think like who did I have like a really good?
Yeah,
pick on
Christy
that?
Cena,
Carlson,
of course.
Romano.
Cena's top.
No, God,
Gabrielle?
Yes, God, I had the biggest crush on her. I was like her blonde sidekick.
Oh.
Yeah,
Her lesbian buddy.
they're not lesbians.
Oh,
I'm sure
man.
they made out.
Dude,
of
they
this
totally
episode.
were. They kissed like 3 times in the show.
no.
That was another good crossover. They crossed over with Hercules quite a bit.
Yeah.
Hercules sucked balls.
That was a
I hated
stupid
that
ass
guy.
show, but man, it was entertaining as shit.
I was like, you're not Hercules.
It was.
You guys remember a show Walter Melon?
Yes.
Walter
Oh my
Melon
God, I'm
was
gonna pull
good.
that theme song up right now.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. I used to watch that quite a bit, but that was more 80s. But I watched it in the 90s. That was a show that when I watched it as a kid, I accepted. When I watched it now as an adult, it's like a dark acid trip, man. It's pretty fucked up.
Wait for it.
Yeah. Bumbling secret agent. Indiana Jones, Superman. And he had like the hottest sidekick. Star Wars. He had a weak spots. Two Musketeers.
He's
Power Rangers.
ripping off all these
Everything.
franchises.
All this shit's from the 90s. Oh, that's so
Jeez.
beautiful.
Oh man.
You remember Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher, Monsters Rule.
I remember
Monster
all real
Rancher.
monsters. I don't remember no monsters.
That was one of my favorite shows back in the day.
It was just one of those shows where it's like really kind of creepy, because it's like they're basically
It was creepy.
they'd go resurrect monsters from like discs, and like they'd be dead, but they go resurrect them, and then they would have them fight in their army. So this is, you probably watched it.
What the fuck? There's just an elephant on a coin. Rabbits? Oh god, Mikey. Mike Sully.
I used to have the big rock guy.
Yeah, the Golem.
Yeah. And that wolf.
Oh man. That just looks like the creators are like, alright, what's hot right now? Wolves, dragons, frogs. Let's just make everything that's a mix and match of all of them.
Animation.
Forgot about the disc part.
Yeah,
Nope. None of this is new.
because they would die, and they would just like grow a root, and the disc would be attached to it. Yeah. and the moo is basically it's kind of sad
Yeah.
because they'd fight, and that's all it was.
Alright, let's talk about maybe a TV show or a movie that we weren't allowed to watch as a kid, but we ended up watching.
What, South Park?
Yes. I'm talking about exactly that.
Yeah, that was along with Power Rangers. South Park was just like, no, you were like not allowed to watch us whatsoever. If we find you, we're gonna ground you, whatever. Like,
Like they tried to explain why they didn't think it was a good show. But
No,
like, that's bullshit.
they
that's
just-
bullshit.
they just-
Like,
I
wait,
know-
they didn't let you guys watch
You
cartoons?
just don't trust
no,
the
like
value.
I was not allowed to watch Power Rangers.
What?
My parents started to
Yeah.
make me violent.
Horrible
It'd make
childhood,
me,
right?
It would make me go into a fight, like get into fights at school.
I don't understand this.
But the big
You'd be able to
one,
defend yourself.
big
against
one
the putty.
definitely was South Park though. South Park, like I had an uncle who, unbeknownst to my parents, he rented he went to Blockbuster, got us a Little Caesar's pizza, and
man.
he got us the bigger
Longer
the South Park
uncut.
movie. Yeah, the South Park movie
Oh, yeah.
on VHS.
God
So-
damn, such a good uncle.
Weren't you like 10 at that time, probably?
Yeah, so
yeah,
like
it came out 98.
so
Oh, really?
so I was probably like
Yeah.
8.
7.
Fine.
I was 7.
I'd have been like 8 because it came out like a year later. Anyways,
I'm
so
older than you.
so
I was
it's
set.
so
I
it's
was
my
set.
my brother. He gets a movie for us, but we're thinking, okay, cool, he's gonna watch it with us. So if my parents walk in, they'll see, oh look, he's with us, so it's fine, no big
Yeah.
deal. But he gives us the movie, and then he's like, all right, well, good night, you guys, and like
Oh.
he just leaves us two to watch it. So like we're watching
Is that the Satan one?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
With the Canadians. So we're watching it. We're in like 3 minutes, but we're panicking because we're like, "Oh my god, mom and dad could walk in at any minute." It's like 9:30 at night. It's so late.
It's so clandestine.
So like we watched 5 minutes of it. Then we're like, "No, we gotta turn it off. We gotta turn it off." Because it was like, "Oh god, if we get caught, we're fucked."
Chickens.
So we didn't watch the whole thing.
I had a similar experience with South Park. Whenever I'd visit my grandparents in San Diego, they would let us stay up late, but they always watched what we ate. Meanwhile, my other grandparents were the other way around. We'd go to bed at 9, but we'd have Rocky Road ice cream for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay up till like 1 o'clock in the morning watching Comedy Central's like late night block of South Park. And that was the only time I'd be able to watch it that whole year. And I would just sit up for hours and enjoy it.
I would go to my grandma's house. Every time we were watching cartoons, she would say, it's that Pikachu, that's from the devil.
Yeah.
I used to watch this.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's kind of my fault because like I would feed her. Like I'd be like, you know what Pokemon means? It's like, it means 1,000 times more powerful than God.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Pikachu and like Japanese characters, 666.
Abuela.
Like, it was the greatest thing watching her like tell my parents that we're not supposed to watch this. It was awesome.
I'm gonna try to get you guys another nostalgia. Here's
Rain it down on us. Muppet Treasure Island.
Muppet Treasure Island was
I watched half of that shit on ABC Family. You know what I ended up watching a lot as a kid was Mary-Kate and Ashley movies.
Yeah. No. Okay. Let's pull that up. Okay. Because
Like
I used to
went
watch
like Space Camp.
Well, because
Florida.
their parents worked on a cruise ship and they were like whale trainers. Mary Kate.
Went to Greece. Or was that Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
No, because they would do adventures. Okay, so let's pull it up. Damn it.
I wonder where they're at now, Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Remember Parent Trap?
Yeah, with Lindsay Lohan.
There we go. There.
I used to do one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Me too. With Dennis Quaid.
The great Hope Diamond, what killed the
Oh my god, they made these two little white girls of that.
finest pizza, what's in your brother's dresser drawers?
That bass though, man.
Screaming to be solved. Here we stand in our trench coats.
Isn't one of them like going to crack out?
No, she's got Lyme disease.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Really?
So she's slowly dying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
sad.
actually really cute.
Meanwhile, Elizabeth Olsen is just killing it with Avengers.
Yeah, she's actually doing well.
I wonder if she's familiar.
Oh, those two little girls. Who would have thought? How rude.
Wait, so
You
Elizabeth
got it, dude.
Is that like the younger sister?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Like, that was always a joke. Like, there's a third Ashley twin, right? Or Ashley
Actually,
triplet.
a third twin?
Wait,
Third Ashley triplet. I caught myself.
she's
alright?
a triplet too?
No, she's
No.
just younger sister.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't
No.
think that's right.
But they were just like
I don't think that's
Society's wrong.
God, I'm trying to think.
Society's wrong.
What other... Oh, man.
That
Oh,
can't
wait.
be the bottom
Hang on,
of the tank,
wait,
man.
Give me a second. No. Wait, I got one.
right. Well, Hey Arnold, of
Give me
course.
some time.
Hey, Arnold.
That one's just like one of the greatest shows ever.
Fuck yes.
Hang on.
You get like a-
Lab.
Even then, watching it, I felt like a weird like nostalgia, like
Hey,
sadness.
wait up.
Really?
Yeah, that was the vibe I
Look.
got from it.
If you were witnessing your childhood freedom.
Behold!
Yeah.
Is that Xenon?
Yeah.
Girl of the 21st century?
Might have been that, right?
Oh my god, fucking Xenon with Raven Simone. The bitch couldn't even ride a bike. She's so stupid. She was on a space station, but she can't ride a damn bike.
Wasn't the kid from My Cousin Skeeter in this too?
Had it been, I think so.
Oh my god.
What was the plot of this? So they lived on a space station because they thought the world was like kaput, right? And then
No,
they all of a
no.
sudden went to Earth?
No, they just lived on a space station. So they just lived on a space station out of choice, just because they wanted to, because it was an option. So what happens?
Because it's just an option.
Just it's an option.
That or Malibu.
So Xenon was just a troublemaker. So what happens is that they booted her off the station, and they sent her to Earth, and she had to go adapt and live amongst the Earthlings. Meanwhile, back at the space station, everything's going to shit. They're like,
Someone introduced like a T-virus.
No, like they dropped from orbit, so they're like about to crash into Earth. So it's a whole matter of like riding the orbit, fixing it, and saving the day. And at some point, she gets Protozoa, who's the guy singing that song, to visit the station just so she can get back there and save this ship. Under the premise of, hey, you'll be the first musician to play in space. So it's like,
Beatles.
It's like, wait a minute, yeah, let's go do that. So that's where that came from.
Wow. Oh, Xenon.
God.
What about the famous Jet Jackson?
I think it's
Famous Jet Jackson.
you know he's dead, right?
No, really?
Yeah.
The actor?
Yeah.
What was his name? Was it Jet Jackson?
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Oh shit.
But he's I forget
Was that his real name?
No.
Damn.
But yeah, he died like I think a couple years ago.
Shit.
I forget exactly what it was, kind of like, not a natural way, not like he passed in his sleep or something like that. It was like something kind of.
Oh.
But trying to think of other
Moesha.
Moesha, another one. What's another? I'm trying to think of like other movies that were like geared towards kids that we'd watch because the American
Spawn. Spawn was actually geared towards kids. That was
What?
a dark ass movie.
I didn't know it wasn't.
Yeah, I had the toys. There was a cartoon.
It was awesome.
I remember very vividly.
Gee, I'm just still shocked that the freaking American actually little girl detective movies, because my parents would give me every like edition of that
Really?
from Blockbuster. We'll watch it because it was like over there like just fucking love that shit because they're kids like us.
Like Codename?
What about Richard Reed?
Kids Next Door.
Yeah.
I think that was
Sort of the same thing, right?
that'd have been like early 2000s though.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That was like the.
What did you guys
one of the
think of
first.
Richie Rich when you were kids?
Richie Rich, the movie?
Yeah.
It was alright. I liked Blank Check better.
Yeah.
Blank Check was sick.
Yeah.
God,
Those two movies, I was like,
That-
if only.
No, no.
If
First
only.
Kid.
But can we talk
I always
about?
bunched them
I
together.
want to talk about that though. Blank check. So the kid, he just writes a check for
The bike.
Well, he
million.
gets a check from a mobster who thinks he's someone else.
Wasn't it from his
No,
grandma?
he hits the kid with his car. He's like, "Here, just like take this check, whatever."
Yeah, for the bike, right?
Then he like copies it and he makes it a blank check, and he doesn't realize this guy's fucking loaded because he's a drug lord or whatever, and then he just ends up robbing him blind. That's Macintosh.
Yeah, he calls himself Macintosh because of the computer.
So cutting edge.
But I want to mention what the amount he puts on the check itself, which is
million.
$1 million.
$1 million
in the 90s. Was this able to get you a mansion?
Yeah.
20 screen giant plasma wall,
Well, dude, depends on where
go-kart.
you're living.
Bounce
They
house,
could
A
still-
tennis
go-kart,
court.
go-kart,
go karts,
lot
a
of pizza.
slide, sumo suits,
a
punching bags,
FBI girlfriend,
yeah.
which in the
A
ending,
limo.
the ending was she gives him a kiss on the cheek, and she's like, "See me in 10 years." I'm just like, what? I'm like, what does that even mean? What's going on?
Like, the
Mom?
money's gonna be gone by
He's
then.
loaded, bitch.
I was impressed with that.
Alright, so what's this theme you're gonna show us?
Just some more Disney movies. Basically just Halloweentown. Remember Halloweentown?
Halloweentown, the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw the first two.
There's more than 2?
I think there's like 4.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one.
Halloweentown was good.
Well, oh no. Okay, so on the subject of crushes, a Hocus Pocus.
That girl was alright.
No. Sarah Jessica Parker.
She was in that?
She's the blonde. She's the blonde witch.
Oh yeah, that's
The
right.
biggest crush on her.
No, she was in
She was in Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Halloweentown.
No.
Okay, yeah, Hocus Pocus. Yeah, she was in that. Bette Midler was in that.
Yeah.
Somebody else. Isn't the chick, the high school chick, isn't she famous?
Maybe.
I feel like she is. Or her
Uh-oh.
sister, maybe. That was a good movie, though, Hocus Pocus. That movie scared the shit out
Taco.
of me.
Do you remember the movie Hocus Pocus?
No, that's cool. Thank you.
Do you remember the movie Hocus Pocus?
No.
It was about those 3 witches that come back from the dead.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pull
Alan
one.
Takahata, go ahead and introduce yourself to the good people.
Hello. I'm Taco.
So we're talking about 90s nostalgia. What hits you in the childhood heartstrings?
Oh, okay. 90s, huh?
Yeah, here's one.
We're on the topic of Hocus Pocus right now, and crushes. Who do you have a crush on in the 90s?
In the 90s?
Yeah, like a TV show character, movie.
I don't know. I'm pretty like everybody
Carmen
else.
Electra.
I'm guessing. No, like,
Pamela Anderson.
like Pink Ranger.
Pink Ranger, yeah, Pink Ranger was a go-to one. Definitely a go-to one.
Like Pink Ranger?
Was she the Asian one?
It's pretty textbook.
she the white
No,
girl?
Asian was always
That is
yellow.
pretty technical.
Damn,
This
that's
is
fucked
the
up,
90s.
isn't it?
This is
Zach,
the
the Black
90s.
Ranger's got to be black.
Yeah, dance
Asian
moves
chicks
and
gotta be
everything.
yellow.
Yeah.
It's fucked
And
up.
no one mentioned that the redneck has to be a Red Ranger. Come on,
Or
guys.
Indian.
Come on, guys.
Form up.
What?
Vishnu.
What is going on?
Still on those waters?
Yeah, go for it.
90s nostalgia, which way though? Like music wise?
Anything.
Movies, TV shows, snacks.
Okay.
Kool-Aid Jammers was my shit.
Movies.
I always took the twist top off and I flipped it upside down and made it look like the bad bitch from Power Rangers.
Soda wise, I'll tell you right now. Surge.
Oh, we got a good
Surge.
story about Surge. Joey,
Okay.
go ahead and drop it on us.
So, when Surge came out, it was just marketed as
An energy drink.
yeah, well,
Right.
well, no, it's just a sugar soda. It was created by Coca-Cola in an attempt to take out Mountain Dew, which is Pepsi product and king of the yellow soda, sugar drinks.
Yeah.
Coke had tried 2 other times to, kick it off, but to no success. Surge was the 3rd iteration of that. And once again, Mountain Dew reigned supreme. So they went on for like a few years and then they kind of discontinued it. But they brought it back last year as like kind of a gimmick through Amazon only. And I waited like 3 weeks and I finally was able to buy a case. But a case of 12 for like $14. And I had 1 can and I was like uncomfortably energetic for like half an hour. And I drank it at work. Like I was literally vibrating, just going.
I remember hearing warnings that if you drink like 5 cans, you'd be at risk of having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Dude, Surge was
It
awesome.
was dangerous. I just remember the commercials being a guy having the soda and running from just hordes of people that wanted the fucking soda.
Yeah. So, okay. So
That
let's-
was it.
Let me pull up a
Just
commercial.
terrifying.
I just remember Chuck E. Cheese was awesome because they
Because they had Surge, yes.
They had Surge, like
Which
on
is-
At the end, that was like the only place you could get it.
on tap. They had
Yeah.
Surge.
Which, when you think about it, is like a horrible idea
All
for
the syrup
parents.
packets in the back. I was like, just slurp
dude,
that
it
shit.
was bad.
Syrup.
All right, here's a commercial for that.
Surge was heavy.
I don't think we got the crazy advertisements. I remember the Yeah.
So experimental.
You get a bunch of teenage boys running over couches and mattresses in a race to
In the
see
middle
who
of a
gets-
street.
to see who gets the last bottle of Surge.
That's some King of Hill shit.
fully loaded citrus soda with carbos. Feed the rush.
It's got carbos, you guys.
Carbos.
Carbos.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, like what is carbon?
It's what children crave.
Filled with moxie. Like, come on, you can't just make up a fucking word.
To quote Idiocracy, it's got electrolytes.
It's what plants great.
Power light.
Oh my god. When they saw that.
More lights than your body has room for.
Oh!
But yeah, drink wise, it's definitely Surge nostalgia.
Yep. Surge.
That I want to say Pepsi Blue, but I think that's
No,
that's later.
No, Pepsi Blue's the 90s.
Is it 90s?
Yeah, because Pepsi Blue.
Crystal Pepsi, I feel like it was 80s.
Yeah, I think so. Well,
Crystal, yeah.
well, they're bringing
I
it back
Crystal,
though.
Crystal.
Pepsi said
We'll see
they're
how that
bringing it
goes.
back.
Dude, Pepsi Blue was so good.
Yeah.
But I
And it was
remember,
all
I
syrup.
remember, if I have 2 cans, I just hated life. Like I'd just curl up and just what? Ugh.
This what you'd crash?
Oh, it was bad. No, it was just like, why would I do that to myself? But it was so worth it.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Well, dude, it was great. Like it was awesome until like I finished the can.
Did you ever see that though?
Huh?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah.
Rick
They were
Moranis.
on
Where the
games.
fuck is Rick Moranis, man?
Oh, he's raising his kids.
Or is he waiting to do Spaceballs too?
No, I
They're
just
talking about doing that. Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money.
What?
about a month ago
Yeah,
I listened to him
Elvis is gonna
on
do
the
it.
Nerdist podcast, and I forgot what he was, but yeah, he's like doing stuff here and there.
That's good.
So, but yeah, his wife died, so he started raising his kids.
I was thinking about stuff about the 90s. See, music-wise, I'm pretty... I still listen to that, like, my music from the 90s.
Song that comes to my mind about 90s is the Superman song from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Oh, dude, if it's one song, it's fucking Baha Man.
Oh,
Let
who
the
let the
dogs
dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Come on, you know that got super popular.
You son
And
of a
then-
bitch, now we're gonna sing that? Like, for the rest of the night. That's gonna be in the back of our head.
That freaking you know, and then you know, everybody was. Were you an NSYNC kid or a
Backstreet
Boy?
Boys? I was an NSYNC kid, man.
I was an NSYNC kid.
Chris Kirkpatrick, son.
I was an NSYNC kid for sure when I was a kid.
I like Backstreet Boys.
Spice Girls or Destiny's Child?
I think I had heard more Destiny's Child.
I only knew about Spice Girls.
Yeah, I only knew about Spice Girls. Like the only Spice Girls song that I knew was like.
If You Want to Be My Lover.
Yeah, that one.
Chick.
And then you know, I see those ladies, and I was like, dude, they're hot.
All right, can we at least agree that this is the toy that everyone wanted back in the day?
Turtle. Oh, that made your candy? Yes.
And now you can make your own Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Good Power Rangers, you guys.
It makes supersized bugs and Power Rangers.
Oh my god, your very own sweatshop.
Which is basically, it's just the boy version of the Easy Bake Oven.
Dude, they're starting to militarize Nerf
awesome.
guns now. Like, they're making automatic Nerf guns. They're making
They are.
Gatling gun Nerf guns. They're making missile launcher
They have like a
Nerf
Vulcan
guns.
cannon Nerf
You've seen
gun.
my grenade launcher,
Crazy.
right? You've seen my grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just like, it's serious business now.
Pretty soon they're gonna
There's
make
like
A-bombs.
there's automated turrets. There's automated turrets now.
Small darts.
Just packing peanuts.
They've got automated turrets now. They're
Oh
like,
god, sentries.
yeah, no, literally,
Nerf
it's
sentries.
it's an RC sentry that crawls and just like aims and shit.
Oh my
What?
god, that's insane.
And then they
I've
got,
seen
like-
crossbows and shit too.
I've seen the crossbows.
So you can be like Daryl.
Right,
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go live probably next week. We have 5 episodes in the bank now.
Yep.
Very exciting. Milestone. Next episode, we're probably going to dissect a television character. I was thinking Archer. What do you guys think about that?
Archer sounds good. All of ISIS.
Yeah. I mean, the dude's always got a drink in his hand, and it seems to be a different one each time. So we could probably just dissect that. We could go. We're gonna go into the mommy issues. We're gonna go into all the missions. His cavalier attitude about the missions.
Bloody Mary, full of
Bloody
vodka.
Marys, the fact that he got shot
Blessed
as a
are thou
teenager
among-
by a stalker,
God.
and he just totally doesn't talk about that. The 2 tattoos on his back, crazy shit.
How his wife died.
Yes, his cybernetic wife died. No, was she
So-
robot before or after?
Afterwards. She died and they brought her back. Like
Yes.
Barry. Fucking Barry.
Fucking Barry.
Alright.
Ass.
Alright. Well, we'll wrap it up and we'll get back to you guys next week.
I'm Joe Nutley.
I'm Joey Castillo. And that's Abraham Machuca. And our special guest tonight,
I'm Taco.
Taco.
I'm Taco.
Good night
Hashtag I'm
and
Taco.
good luck.
Night.
Mungo like candy.
Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.